I found this Raisin Bran Crunch box in my recycling, and I'm going to use this box for my wings. So I'm going to cut the edges out so I have a flat box, and then I'm going to trace the wings out and cut it out. Before I start tracing my wings out, I need to measure my body. This is the body of my butterfly, to see where I'm going to be putting the wings and how big I should make them. I did measure it out and it was 11 centimeters. So I know that the butterfly wings are going to be halfway through the body. I am going to be making 2 large front wings and 2 small back wings, since butterflies have 2 sets of wings on each side. So I measured 1 inch on both sides of the butterfly body, 1 inch for each slit that I'm going to make for the wings. So this is going to be the front wings and these are going to be the back wings. Here is the trace out of my front wing. I did this little notch right here, so when I want to put this wing into the paper towel roll, that I could just pop it in and it'll stay. So these 2 notches will help it stay. Now I'm going to cut this out and trace it on the other cardboard to make the second front wing. Here is my cat. She decided to come help me today. You gotta get down. So I cut out both of the wings and I made the little slits in the toilet paper tube, and I placed the wings in and they look great. I'm super excited. All right, I made my 2 back wings and here's my 2 front wings. Now, made the slits. Ooh, gotta make that slit. And I'm going to put these wings in. Woo! So here are my wings. They're both in the notches. I know that one side has the print and the other side doesn't, but no worries. That's why I'm going to paint them so they look quite nice. I'm going to paint them white, and then I'm going to color them blue and black. But before I start painting, I need to throw this away, and you should clean up as you go as well. Don't forget that this is cardboard, it's recycling. So, into the recycling you go. Okay, so before I want to start painting the body and the wings, I noticed that I have that the paper towel roll has holes, and a butterfly doesn't have that. So there's my assistant, but I'm going to take this egg carton and I'm going to cut one of the little cells, and I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom. All right. So here's one of my cells. I noticed that this is a little too big, so I needed to cut it down. See, there's my scraps. And then I got it to fit. It's not gonna be perfect. See, there's the little gaps, but it's going to work. So I have my body done and my wings. Now I laid an old shopping bag on my table so I can paint and I don't get anything on the table and don't make a huge mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the body black, and then I'm going to paint the wings white, and then once the wings are done, I will paint the wings blue. All right, here I go. I have finished the top of the body, and I need to let it dry so I can go and paint the bottom. So while I wait, I'm going to paint my wings. So here are the wings. This wing got a little black on it, but that's okay because it will be covered with blue and black. Here's the body. I took out the eggshells because I found it was hard to paint them, and I'll just put them in once they dry. Once they're dry, I'm going to assemble it, but the wings I'm going to flip over and I'm going to paint the other side black, the under part of the wing. And then once they are dry, then I'll add the detail of the blue. So while I wait for everything to dry, the butterfly body is pretty dry. I am going to make the butterfly legs with these pipe cleaners. And I noticed that the pipe cleaners are very long, so I decided to like fold them in half and then cut the center so I can have two. And then this would be a leg, and this would be a leg. And then I'm going to poke holes into my body. And I will do that while I wait for the paint to dry. So here is my body with my legs. I poked holes at the bottom with a pencil so I could stick the pipe cleaners through. And then the pipe cleaners on the ends, if you can see, taped the pipe cleaners down. And since I couldn't get to the center pipe cleaners, I taped them on the bottom. So this is what they look like. If you don't know how to make legs and you would like to, you're just gonna cut, like I said before, you're gonna cut the pipe cleaners in half, and then you're going to bend. I'm trying to figure out how to do this without. I'm gonna bend it. So there's your foot. This is your foot. And then you're gonna come up a little bit and bend it again. And so here's your leg. And then you stick this pipe cleaner through the hole and tape it down. So my eggshells were dry, so I decided to put pipe cleaners in one on the head for the antennas and the little tongue. All I did was I curled the pipe cleaner to get the antenna. I poked it through the eggshell, and then I just taped them in the inside. And that's the same thing I did for the little tongue. I was able to squeeze the little eggshells into the body. So here's the head and there's the butt. And I can't wait to put the wings on. The butterfly wings are done. All I did was I painted dark blue on the outside and then painted light blue on the inside. Once that was done, I outlined each wing with black, waited for that to dry. Then with a Sharpie, I made the details of the wings. And finally, on the outside of the wings, I added the white dots. So now I'm just waiting for it all to dry, and then I will put it on my butterfly body. And there you have it. This is my butterfly model. I leaned it up against the box so I could show you the whole thing. It's pretty cool. I'm so excited about how it turned out, and I'm super excited to see how yours turns out when you're done.